And I know this resonates with you deeply. How do I know? I was there. I feel this gut feeling that you have right now. I've been there myself, this disgusting feeling in your gut. I know how it feels because I've felt it myself for years. You recently ended your relationship. You are stuck in life because for the past 4 years, you have been prioritizing somebody else's life over your own. You have hidden your emotions for so long that you don't even know anymore if you have emotions. You don't know anymore who you are. You don't know anymore what you want to do with your life. You don't know yourself anymore. All you do know is this. If you don't change, if you stay where you are right now, you're going to end it once and for all. Don't worry, I've been there. I've been borderline depressed. I've been at this low point. The world around me and my life changed when I changed how I see the world and especially how I see myself. You have been told to change your mindset all the time, about a gazillion times by these coaches, like these 12-year-old guys trying to sell you their course. But they have no experience of life. They have not been through anything. All they want is to sell you their stupid course for $9.97 that doesn't do anything. But what if I told you that changing your mindset would actually work for you? I'm not here to sell you any course. I don't have a 997 course. I just want you to know that changing your mindset actually works. Look, I've got about a gazillion DMs from these guys as well on Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere. Oh, here's my course. You can change your mindset, bro, and everything else changes. But it actually works. If you change your mindset, your life will change. But for changing your mindset to work, you have to do it right. So before I changed my mindset, I saw myself as unworthy. I saw myself as, if I want to be loved, I have to do something for somebody else. If I want to have friendships, I need to move mountains for them first so they could like me. The most important thing was realizing that it was never about them not liking me. It was about me thinking they would not like me if I don't do these things for them. So it was all up here to change this. And now I don't have any problems with having friendships, with finding love, because I know I'm worthy of it. The scariest thing about all of this is learning to let somebody else actually love you. This sounds super stupid, but for me, even if I had moved the biggest mountain, Mount Everest, on this planet, I would still not have allowed somebody else to like or love me, because deep down there was this fear, this insecurity of, if somebody likes me, they are gonna hurt me by leaving sooner or later. I learned through bullying and failed suicide attempts that I'm not worthy of love or friendships. And I know this resonates with you deeply. How do I know? I was there. I feel this gut feeling that you have right now. I've been there myself, this disgusting feeling in your gut. I know how it feels because I've felt it myself for years. You can't change your mindset about these big monumental tasks that you have to change, about these dark thoughts or whatever. You have to start way smaller on our day one. A shift comes actually from a small few hundred switches up here. These few mental habits, these few things how you react to stuff. Imagine the following situation. You in your office, you have to stay longer with your boss that you hate, that's always on your ass, nagging about everything. With your coworkers that they don't get your ambition. They don't understand you to the slightest. And you have to stay there for 11 hours instead of 8. Then you leave the work, it's raining, you get in your car, you start your journey back home, you run into traffic because it's 6 p.m. You stuck in traffic for 30 minutes more than usual. And then you come to a roundabout close by your house. And there's this guy with brown hair driving his gray Toyota Corolla in front of you. He cuts you off. He takes you right of way. How do you react? Do you stay calm and composed? Or do you get angry at him for cutting you off in traffic? I can tell you from my side, I used to get angry about things like this. I let people like this ruin my day. I had this huge ego thinking he has done this to me because he hates me, because he wants to ruin my day. But that's not even close to the truth. Yes, he cut you off, yes, to have to brake, but it's not that deep, mate. Come on. Like, you have to press the accelerator and off you go again. Like, he's not done this to you because he hates you or because you're unworthy of something. He has done this because he didn't know better. He didn't see you. He thought he had the right of way, whatever it is. Maybe his wife died yesterday and he doesn't know where to get help. And he's just angry, he's lost. So it's not that deep, my friend. Just move on. And I know this is easier said than done because, again, I have lived it myself. I've been there. I understand you. We have to understand this one concept that helped me a lot. So, everything in your life comes either from love or from fear. And for myself, I've been living from the fear side of things for nearly 2 decades. And if you live on the fear side, it's absolutely not beautiful. So I feared rejection. I feared being alone for the rest of my life. But the deepest fear I had was the fear of not being loved a single time in my entire life. That was the deepest fear I had. I managed to switch to mostly love at this point. And you can do that too. Let me tell you how that love mode, as I call it, feels actually. So, what is my first thought when I see a stranger angry? My first thought is, I hope he gets well soon. If someone curses me, I'm not getting angry at them. I understand where that comes from their own fears, from what they learned, trauma, fear, all that stuff. And my first thought is when I see an angry guy cursing me, I would love to give him a hug and tell him, hey mate, everything's gonna be good in the future. It all will turn out good. You will be safe. Everything's all right, mate. I simply look at them screaming at me with their wide open eyes, angry, red face, and I just know they are acting from fear. They are not angry at me. They are fearful. And that's a big mental switch that helped me a lot. I can tell you the other side is so much more beautiful. So imagine this. I sat in a plane flying back home from Granada to Zurich. There were heavy turbulences. The plane was shaking. Everybody was a bit nervous. And yeah, it was not cool, yeah? Turbulences are not super cool or anything. So I just sat there and I had this sudden thought in my mind. I did not think about this consciously. It was just this sudden thought of like, if I die now, I'm cool with it. I'm happy with it. Like, I would not be sad if I die now. And that was never suicidal in these moments. But like, I just sat there and I was like, if I die now, I have lived a good life. I helped people. I've met amazing friends. I've traveled a bit of the world. I had a good life. I can't complain. And that's just coming from love because I loved where I was. I loved who I became as a person. And I was not acting from this fear point anymore of like, I'm not good enough. I have to do this and this and this first to deserve something. No, I was just like, if I die now, I'd be happy to die. Again, not because I'm suicidal, but because I accepted it without complaining, shouting, or being fearful. How do I get there? How do I got there? Let me explain now. So this is what I call the bridge. You have to become conscious about all your decisions. Not just what you do, but why you do it. Why do you curse the guy in traffic that just cut you off? Why do you wish his whole family would die because he cut you off? Why do you shout at somebody who's late to your meeting? Do you feel that he did this, that he came late, or that he cut you off in traffic because he doesn't value your time, because you think you're unworthy, so you think he does things to you because you're not worthy? Here's what I want you to do instead. Whenever you leave the house, take a piece of paper and a pen or a notebook like this behind me. Take these things with you and write down what happens in your day, how you're feeling, how you're reacting, okay? And then after each reaction you have written down, put either a L or a F. So just put a little letter behind it, a L or a F. You could also do this with colors and just analyze. Am I acting from love or fear? Did I shout at this guy because I love him, love myself, or because I'm fearful of something? Do I get this feeling of panic because I love or because it's fear? Just write these little letters down. You can also do it with colors, green and red, green for love, red for fear because it's more negative. And just analyze your day. See, are you acting from love? Are you acting from fear? And at the end of the day, you will see these categories. I have acted from love 70% of the time, or more likely 100% of fear every day. And don't get sad about it or beat yourself up about it, because for myself, for the first weeks when I've done this, I've been always acting from fear 100%. Every reaction I had was emotionally from fear. So just write it down, see how you are doing. This exercise is only to make yourself aware of your emotions, your feelings, your reactions. Once you are aware, things will start to change by themselves if you are aware of that you want to live by love and not fear. I know it.